Hi everyone, in today's video I want to talk about my whole struggle with weight and just staying healthy this year. And I'm traveling in Australia and I am adamant I am not going to gain weight like I did last year when I was here. Last year I gained quite a bit of weight because I was eating way too much pasta and too many snacks, and then I never lost the weight. I tried losing the weight when I was back home in Canada and it didn't work. I was doing YouTube. It was my first year. There was a lot of sitting. I was snacking. Let me just say it was not a good year when it came to health and wellness. So I want to change that. Now, I'm traveling. It's always tough to lose weight when you're traveling. So my goal is just to not gain weight, establish some good habits while I'm here, and hopefully bring those back with me to Calgary. As always, I want to introduce myself. My name is Reina and this is Small Retired Life. And on my channel, we talk about all things retirement, living our life in our 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s and beyond. So welcome here if you're new. I essentially want to focus on two things in this video. One is my workout and exercise program, and the other thing is my diet, but I will also touch a little bit on beauty and self-care because to me that's part of wellness. So let's get on with the topics. The first topic I want to talk about is my exercise and movement routine and practices while I am here in Australia. One of my absolute non-negotiables is my fitness workout routine, and I'm thrilled to once again partner up with Trainwell for this video. I've been using Trainwell for over a year now, and essentially it's a one-on-one remote personal training solution with a real human trainer. So it's not just an app with a bunch of routines that you do, but there's an actual trainer who has a relationship with you and helps to provide a clear focus on your fitness, your strength training, and also helps you monitor your progress so that you're always improving. It's super easy to get started. You simply fill out an online quiz that asks you a series of questions that will match you with the best possible personal trainer for you. Once you are matched with a trainer, you will then have an onboarding call with that trainer where you basically discuss your fitness goals, if you have any limitations, your schedule, and then your trainer works a personalized workout program just for you. Because it's actual personal training, I love the fact that Samantha can adapt the program to whatever my circumstances. So right now I'm in Australia, I don't have any equipment. So she has devised a body weight routine that's perfect for my travel. And then when I get back home, I will get back into the gym and she will change my routine to include the equipment that's available to me. My favorite part of the app is that you actually see the exercises being performed while you're doing them. I like that because it allows me to check my form and make sure that I'm doing things correctly. I also love the little habit trackers that Sam leaves on the app for me, such as drinking a certain amount of water every day and walking a certain amount of steps every day. I have really enjoyed working out with the help of Sam and with Trainwell. Trainwell is currently running a 14-day free trial that will allow you to check the service out and see if you like it and enjoy it as much as I do. Just take the quiz at my special link in the description below this video to get matched with your personal trainer and start 14 days free. You can also scan the QR code that appears on your screen. Thank you so much to Trainwell for partnering up and sponsoring this video. All right, my second non-negotiable, and yes, there was a fit change because I was editing the little clips that I did and I spilt my coffee all over myself. Yeah, so the second kind of non-negotiable thing also pertains to exercise, and that is walking. And as I mentioned in my little previous clip, Sam from Trainwell has set out a goal for me for walking of 17,000 steps a day, which is actually quite a bit. But I'm pretty lucky in that I don't have a car here in Melbourne and I walk absolutely everywhere. So that goal is quite achievable for me. It is a lot of walking. It is like 9, 10, 11, sometimes 12 kilometers each day. Now, I accomplish that easily just by going to the grocery store and back, to the beach and back. It's about a 1.8 kilometer walk to the beach itself from my Airbnb. And then, of course, I walk a huge amount along the beach esplanade. And then I walk that back and I get back to my Airbnb. So sometimes that walk alone can be like 10,000 steps. So I can easily more or less achieve that 17,000. Some days I do 10,000, but honestly, every day I do a huge amount of walking. And I am hoping that by doing all this walking and my 3 workouts each week, I will at least contribute to maintaining my health. Exercise in itself doesn't make you lose weight if you eat your calories back. I mean, that is just how it is. So if you exercise a lot, but then you end up eating more, exercise itself does not burn off a lot of calories. However, exercise is amazing for your health. If you're in menopause, strength building programs will help you maintain muscle mass. Once you're in menopause, you're not getting the correct amount of hormones that your body is used to. And there is a tendency to lose muscle mass and also to gain weight. So it's important to do everything you can that contributes to the goal of maintaining your health. And if this is something you desire, then maintaining your weight. As I mentioned, my goal here in Melbourne is for over the next 2 months to just not gain weight. So I think walking all those steps each day helps to contribute to that. Also, the other thing I find is walking is amazing for your mental health. Just for me to get by the ocean and walk, it just makes me feel so good. There's something about the ocean and walking along the beach that is truly a form of therapy, and it helps to de-stress my very busy brain. So those are kind of the two, what I would call workout, exercise type practices that I'm doing to help me maintain my weight while I'm traveling. And in all honesty, if I was to go home and just maintain these practices, the benefits would be the same. So my goal is to really get into that vibe here, then go back home, and I would have set a 2-month habit and hopefully will continue it when I get back. I'm realizing that this is the year I have to refocus on my health, refocus on movement, and YouTube and editing and all of that needs to find a place around that, because if I'm not healthy or not feeling healthy and I'm not feeling good about myself, then I have a difficult time getting creative and actually filming videos or thinking up even topics for videos, because I tend to get really frustrated and I feel bad about myself and how I'm feeling. So that's the exercise portion. The second portion of my healthcare, wellness kind of journey while I'm traveling and also when I get back home is my diet. I have to admit, my diet has been terrible this year. And one of the things that my trainer Sam did was when I was telling her about, the fact that I've been eating badly, or I feel like I've been eating badly, she said, you know what, we're gonna do like a 3-day food journal. And I have to admit, I hate that. I just hate doing something like that. I don't know if you all know this, but I actually do have a diploma in nutrition. I took a diploma in nutrition when I retire just for fun. But you know what? Being your own nutritionist is like trying to be your own doctor or your own lawyer. It just does not work. You can't treat yourself. And I was kind of thinking of maybe getting some nutrition help when I got here. But Sam had suggested doing this food journal. And she said, you know, it's really all about just trying to see in black and white and in writing what it is that you're actually eating. Because sometimes when we eat mindlessly, we don't actually even have a concept of what it is that we're eating. I tracked my food for 3 days and I didn't do anything differently from normal. Like I specifically really pushed myself just to eat the way I eat. Now, it was actually eye-opening because what I noticed on the journal once I kind of looked through it at the end of the 3 days is that my meals were predominantly quite healthy. So, you know, if you looked at breakfast or lunch or dinner, I was eating healthy. But what I was also doing is snacking a lot. And I wasn't eating properly, meaning timing of meals throughout the day, because some days I would have breakfast and then I would have nothing until really late afternoon, but I would be snacking throughout the in-between time. And snacking is the killer, y'all. It is the killer because, you know, I'm eating like gummy snakes and popcorn and chips and all kinds of yummy snacks, which I never used to do, like ever. I never used to even buy that stuff. And for some reason, since I started doing YouTube, I just kind of started snacking. And I think it's because of all this sitting around and editing, and it's all of a sudden you're kind of like, I'm peckish, but I don't want to stop and make a meal. So hence weight gain. So what I'm doing here this time is that I have literally condensed my meals to like 3 or 4 things, and that's all I eat. And I'm one of those people, I don't care if I eat the same thing every day. I really don't get bored. And so for breakfast, I typically have yogurt with berries and pretty much kind of stick to that almost every day. Or I will have eggs, an egg omelet of some kind with some spinach and a tiny bit of mozzarella cheese on it. Something, again, that's very quick to make and easy. On the days when I have the yogurt and berries, sometimes for lunch, I'll just have that little bit of an egg omelet. But I am not a huge lunch person. I kind of eat my breakfast around 10 o'clock. And so I'm not really hungry during lunch. And I'm in the worst Airbnb ever, you all. I don't even want to talk about it. This is not good. It's in the best area ever. I absolutely love the location, but the Airbnb itself is not well set up for someone who's staying here for like 3 months. I don't have a blender, and at home, I'll often make a smoothie, just a quick smoothie with some protein powder or add some yogurt or whatever. So here I will often walk into St. Kilda, which is about 2 kilometers from Elwood, and I will go to my favorite smoothie place where they make smoothies and you can get all kinds of add-ins. And sometimes I'll have that for lunch, or I will have fruit and a little bit of cheese. In any case, my lunch is very small. And then for dinner, I will often make this chicken stir fry, and I put veggies in it and chicken. And so I make this huge stir fry, and then I just buy those packets of microwavable rice. And listen, I'm staying in Elwood, and Elwood has Elwood Village with These little grocery shops, they're very bougie. I mean, when you have a grocery store called the Village Grocer, you know it will be bougie. So oftentimes I walk to the nearest Woolies, which is about 1.5 to almost 2 kilometers away from me. But in the bougie little grocery store, they have this rice that's already kind of pre-cooked, and it's done in bone broth, and it's really good. So I put the rice on a bowl and I add in my big portion of stir fry, and that's my meal pretty much every night. Now I start making a few days worth so that I don't have to cook every day. The other thing I will do often is I have an air fryer in the Airbnb, which is a blessing, and I'll air fry some chicken tenders, and I'll have a huge salad with chicken tenders and all kinds of things on top. Technically, my trainer told me I'm supposed to have 30 grams of protein at each meal. And I'm supposed to build my meals around the protein. But I don't have a scale here, and you know, I'm not going to go and buy one. So I have to eyeball everything, but I'm trying not to get too uptight about it. I'm essentially trying to stick to a couple of really nourishing, healthy meals. And then for snacks, I am not buying anything that is fattening, if I'm still allowed to use that term. But I'm buying a lot of watermelon and grapes, and there's all kinds of fruit right now that's in season. So that's my meals. I'm hoping with the combination of the exercise and the movement and just keeping my meals super simple, I will hopefully not gain weight. Once a week, maybe twice a week, I will go and have a meal out, but I try and focus on getting something that, you know, is a little bit on the healthier side. I haven't had any pasta yet, but you know, I will have some pasta. I mean, you have to live a little bit, but I'm just not going to have it like practically every day like last year. I also wanted to touch a little bit on beauty, because for me, a lot of my what I call beauty routines are actually part of wellness. And I literally came here with nothing. I had way too many gifts in my suitcase. And so I pretty much had to buy everything when I came here. And there's a couple of products that I'm really enjoying, and most of them I got at the drugstore, and they were very inexpensive. So I thought I would show you, like none of them are sponsored. They're just what I'm enjoying using here. All I brought with me when I came from Canada was some of my contact lens solution in just a little travel size, because I knew they sold it here, so I didn't cart anything like that with me. The other thing that I brought was my little Merit Beauty blush that I love to use, the Flush Balm, because I can use it as blush and lipstick and whatever. And then my mascara, because I don't leave my house without my mascara, and because I wear hard contact lenses, I only use the Merit mascara. Otherwise, my eyes don't do very well. None of this is sponsored. This is just kind of what my reality is right now. So that's what I brought with me. So I had to buy things like deodorant, toothpaste, all that stuff here. And they have the same stuff we have in Canada. So, you know, Colgate or Sensodyne and all of that type of thing. Oh, I did also bring my sunscreen, because I like to use this one here. That's the La Roche-Posay. It's just a regular drugstore brand, but I love this sunscreen. It doesn't irritate my skin. And here you have to wear sunscreen every day. That's a non-negotiable. So I did bring that. I found out they sell it here, and it's actually a better price here. So next time. I didn't bring any moisturizer, and I do have to use moisturizers. So I like to use CeraVe in Canada. So I purchased just a little thing of CeraVe. This is the PM one, and it's slightly different here. I don't know how that's possible. Might be just that certain ingredients perhaps are allowed in Canada and not here, or vice versa. This is better. It's better. I like it. I like it more. So yeah, and this is very inexpensive. Again, I went to a place called the Chemist Warehouse here. Everybody goes there to buy like their personal body products and vitamins and that kind of thing. So this is my normal. I'm used to this, and I just purchased some here. They have like, so there's, I forgot to bring my lip balm that I love wearing when I'm doing videos, and I also didn't bring any of my lip oil, which is the other thing I use on my lips. So I needed something. There's a brand, there's a store in Australia called Mecca. It's like kind of like a Sephora, but it's Australian, I think. I don't know. And they have their own brand, in-house brand of makeup. And so I purchased, like, I don't know if you can see that. I'll see if I can zoom in on it. It's a lip balm, and it's basically, it looks like it's really dark, but it's not. It's just a very sheer, almost no color lip balm. It is so moisturizing. This Mecca brand, I'm in love with it. I wish they had it in Canada. And the other thing that I purchased from them is this. It's some kind of a, it's called Glow Serum. I don't know. Again, see if I can focus this Glow Serum. It's wonderful. It's like kind of a skincare primer thingy, moisturizing serum type of thing. It's pretty nice. I have to admit, I bought it on a whim as I was buying the lip balm, and I saw this and I thought, oh, it's kind of nice. When you put it on, it has a bit of a sparkle to it and it feels very beachy. So I'm using that. And then the other thing I bought, and this is called the Miracle Spray Hair Treatment. It's Australian. It's an Australian product. They make the best hair products here, and I have the finest hair, and there was horrible shampoo here. Like, someone literally just had these little hotel sized shampoo things. And so I bought shampoo, just the regular kind I always use, but I bought this because it detangles and it's a leave-on moisturizer. I am buying the biggest bottle I can find of this and taking it back to Canada with me. It's amazing. So that is kind of my beauty routine. I don't know, I don't do a lot, but I find that it just makes me feel better when I kind of do these little things. And so it comprises part of my routine. So this is it. This is my health, wellness, beauty, everything, diet while I'm in Australia. And I'm hoping that I will not be coming back with any extra unwanted weight, because let me say, that is frustrating. And this year, my focus is on first just like not gaining the weight while I'm here, and then when I get home, losing a little bit of weight and really focusing on just my own personal wellness journey this year and being kind to myself, and not focusing so much on the chaos that has come into my life with doing YouTube. It's a great chaos. I really don't mind it. I feel very positive about it. I'm feeling super overwhelmed, and I will do a video on that at some point while I'm still here, because it's worth discussing some of this. But mostly I have an absolutely amazing life, and I'm really enjoying my time in Melbourne, but I want to stay healthy and I don't want to gain weight. So this is my topic for this week. It's a little disjointed, I'm sorry, but spilling coffee all over myself kind of threw me off the flow here. All right, everyone, don't forget about Train Well. Take the quiz below by clicking the link in my description and get matched with your own personal trainer and start 14 days free. I will be back next week with a video at my regular time. And for now, I will hope that you leave any of your suggestions in the comment section below the video. I'll see you all next week. Bye.